Right, hello everyone. It's been a while since I've uploaded, but I'm back, and this video is going to be ranking all of the MLS stadiums for this season. This here is going to be the graph that we are using, so obviously we're going to have a winner. If I like it and it's a nice ground, then it will go in nice ground. If it's alright, it'll go in alright, and a lot of them aren't actually football stadiums, they are American football stadiums. So if it's not actually a football stadium, then it's going in that category. And first up, we're going to go down to Texas. There are 3 clubs in that state, first of which is going to be Houston Dynamo. This is the only stadium on this list that I've actually been to as well. I've been to it twice. That was a very long time ago. This stadium looks good on the inside, it looks good on the outside. Great place, really nice weather as well. Love the stadium in general, so I've rated it as a nice ground. Next club is Austin FC. This is a relatively new club as well, set of course in the capital of Texas, Austin. Now they do have plans for a brand new stadium, which is a really nice stadium as well. I've got to give them that. I really like the colours as well, dark green and black. It's a bold colour combo, but it really works. Love that stadium, goes in alright. The next club is the final one in Texas, and it is FC Dallas, and this is the first one that is going to go in the category of not actually a football stadium. You can clearly see the shape of it, kind of the bowl. That it is not actually like a normal football stadium, but is in fact just a second-hand American football stadium. So doesn't count, so it's got to go in the bottom tier. Now, they do currently use a boring American football stadium. However, I will be ranking their upcoming stadium, which they have planned for. It's a nice stadium. It's quite a lot like the Austin FC one. Again, yellow and black, nice colour combo. I put them in alright. Next up is LA Galaxy. Big names have played here, Steven Gerrard and Zlatan Ibrahimovic, and they have a really nice stadium. I love the roof on this, and also the outdoor seating. You can sit on the side of a hill. It's not a terrace, it's not a seated stand, it's just a hill. Really like that feature, so I've put them in nice stadium. The next Californian team is from the same city of LA. Really nice stadium, this one, relatively new again. Gold and black, another great colour combo. Lovely stadium, lovely ground, so I've put them in the category of nice ground because I really do like that one. Another Californian club now, we've got San Jose Quakers, quite an old club in the MLS, and a lovely stadium, kind of a bowl shape. It's not quite fully complete, but what it does make up for is the beautiful seats, with the pattern, with the blue and the light blue. It's a great stadium, great place as well, and I've put them in nice ground. Next up, we've got Portland Timbers from a bit more north. I love this stadium. It's so many tiers, big roof, really nice fans as well. Like the stadium on match day is great. I've watched MLS before on the telly, and this stadium is it's completely alive. Great atmosphere, great stadium. love the club in general as well, Portland Timbers, so I've put them in nice ground. Next, we've got Seattle Sounders, who play in the lovely stadium Lumen Field. However, yep, it is not actually a footy ground. It is an NFL ground for their NFL team, Seattle Seahawks, I believe it is, which is a shame because it's actually a really nice ground. I do like the place, but the rules say it's got to go in the bottom tier, so that's where it's going. Now, the next team is the first Canadian team on this list, and that is Vancouver Whitecaps, of course, based in Vancouver. Again, this is going to have to go in the bottom tier. This is a CFL, Canadian Football League stadium, so again, they've got to abide by the rules, going down into that bottom tier. Next Canadian team is Toronto FC, and this is the perfect kind of example of an American football stadium. So again, it's going in that bottom tier. They've had plans for a long time to change stadium, but the club hasn't been very successful domestically, so they've never really found that financial backing. The next club we've got now is Montreal, the final Canadian team. I've put the stadium in alright. It's single tier, slightly resembled as a bowl. Yeah, it's a pretty solid stadium compared to some of the others on this list, but it's nothing too special, so I've just put it in alright. Next team is the financial beasts of the MLS. That, of course, is New York City, owned by Etihad. Of course, they do have financial backing, so they have been planning for a new stadium for a long time. However, that stadium is nowhere near being finished, so I am basing them off of the current stadium which they're using, which is the Yankee Stadium, where, of course, the New York Yankees play, which is not MLS, that is baseball, so bottom tier for them. Next team we got now is Atlanta, and unfortunately this is an NFL stadium. The Mercedes-Benz Stadium, such a nice ground, looks really great from the outside, great atmosphere on the inside as well. Really unlucky that is an NFL stadium, so bottom tier for them. If it wasn't, that would easily be a winner. Now we've got Orlando, which of course in Florida. Love this stadium. It's a great stadium, this. The purple seats, really bold. In fact, I love purple in general for the club. Really nice. I put this in nice ground because that's exactly what it is. It's a nice ground. It isn't too special. Nothing really challenging for the winning role, but it is a nice ground. Now, the next club is Inter Miami, of course, another Florida club, managed by big shareholder and famous ex-footballer David Beckham, of course. They haven't been doing too well domestically, but they've got some quite big names in there, Matuidi and Higuain. In terms of the stadium, they've got plans for a really nice new big one, but I don't think that will be anywhere near finished in the recent future because of how not well they've been doing in their domestic league. But for their current stadium, it's a decent one, so I've put it in alright. Going to the other side of the country, we've got Real Salt Lake. And this again is going in the bottom tier because it's not actual football stadium, it is an American football stadium. You get some great views though, with the mountains behind it, which is kind of nice, but again, bottom tier because it's not an actual stadium. Now we got Columbus Crew, one of the founding stadiums, and unfortunately it is an American football stadium, meaning it goes into the bottom tier. It's a shame, it's quite a nice stadium, quite an old historical club, if they exist in the MLS, but bottom tier for them. FC Cincinnati have not been doing too well in the domestic league. However, they do have one of the nicest stadiums in the league. It slightly resembles stadiums that you would see in the Premier League, like the King Power Stadium or St Mary's. So I've put it in nice ground because that's what it is. A little bit of a shame about how they are doing in the MLS, however. Next club is DC United, yes, and that is also an ex-home of a big name, Wayne Rooney. It's quite a nice stadium actually.